Hello everyone, and welcome to a lovely field again. Beautiful views down the valley. It's been raining on and off the day, and during the day the temperature has gone down quite a bit, so it's starting to get a little bit chilly. We're in the last hour or so of daylight, so this is a bit of an impromptu review of the S156 drone, which I've been waiting for about a month or so from Banggood. It's just arrived today, so I thought I'd come up here whilst I've got a little bit of light left and get the review out. This follows on from the PJC D16 drone, which I reviewed about a month ago. It's roughly in the same vein, DJI Avatar 2 lookalike. Not a bad drone, and you've got a remote up and down function with the camera, only a single axis. As with all these little brush drones, don't fly them too far away, let's say about 100 meters maximum. They don't tend just to drop when they go out of range, they just tend to fly away. Right, on with the review of the S156 drone. I'll just quickly show you the box art. And there's some functions there. It's got brushless motor, screen RC, it's a capacity battery, which I think is a 3.7 volts, 4.2 fully charged, 1800 milliamp. Does photos and video. Obviously, because of its design, it's going to be somewhat crash resistant. It's going to transmit your data, obviously, to the screen on there. And it says here you're going to have a flight trajectory program that will come with your app. It won't come with the screen. Okay, right, let's have a look what we get in the box. And as you can see, that's quite a big old drone, isn't it? It can't be far short of the size of the real Avatar. I've got the original Avatar and it's around about the same size, but obviously the real Avatar is a bit heavier. This is probably, I would say, no more than about 150 grams with the battery. Let's have a quick look what we got on the bottom of that. I think that might be a camera, possibly. There's your slot for your battery. That is the on and off switch there. And here are your brushless motors. Right, here's the instruction sheet. And this instruction sheet is quite good if the lettering is quite small. Here are your functions. I'll just hold that up there. Hopefully you can see that, and we go through the setup process in a minute. I'll keep that open should I need to refer it. Here is your battery, as I mentioned before, 1800 milliamp, 3.7 volt. We'll stick that in. Right, in your bag of spares you have two propellers, the screwdriver, a couple of screws so you can put propellers onto your motor, and a micro SD memory card adapter, which is also supplied, so you don't need to go and buy anything else to go in order to fly this drone. Here is the screen controller. In the bottom are the thumbsticks. And as is customary these days, you turn the drone on first. As you can see there, it just gave the little calibration of the one axis camera. And you turn on the transmitter. As you can see, the lights have stopped flashing. Now, to calibrate the internal gyros, I don't know if you saw that, I'll do that again. And that has calibrated the drone. As you can see, I'm getting a nice clear image here, so we need to point the camera down. And what I'll do is, as usual, I'll take a still and upload it into the final video. If we take one with a car in the shot. In order to take a video, you press this button here, and top left you will see a red light flashing and a timer which is started. Right, so in theory we are ready to go. Just have a quick look at these buttons here. We've got an emergency stop button there, hopefully I won't need to use that, and a headless mode. This is the automatic takeoff and landing button, and this button here is if you want to do a flip. We might try that one. This is, that says a back button there, but it has a home function on it as well, or home function indicator, I should say. Now the other thing I should mention, that when starting up this transmitter for the first time, it's in Chinese. Just enter and cycle through the options with these two buttons here to select English and the other settings you might want to use. Okay, let's go. I've got it recording and I'll upload some of that video onto the final video that I make here. Okay, so it's in rate 1. Being knocked about by the gentle breeze that we got here, we put it into rate 2, and that's on top left here. Right, we'll stick it into rate 3 and we'll go for a little. That is rate 3, believe it or not, I think. So you can see it's not an overly fast drone. Actually, it's not fast at all, is it? It's hardly going anywhere. Goes faster backwards. That's better. Right, there we go, making some progress at long last. There is a breeze coming from that direction, and this is quite a light drone for its size, so that possibly might be the reason. There we go, a little bit more speed. Now, this is probably one of the very first production samples, and it might be that I've not calibrated it on entirely level surface, but it seems to be going a little bit faster now. I'll tell you what, let's continue this review in the woods where there's a nice warm fire going. Hopefully I won't land in the fire. So I think it's quite important that you calibrate this on a level surface. Does flips. I wonder if it do forward flips. It does. So should do back flips as well. And it does. Very good. Very good. Right, so I'm just in front of the fire there, so hopefully that should be picking up some fairly good footage. It seems to be holding its position quite well. Let's adjust the camera. Now overall, I think this is a fairly good drone. I think it's very, very important that you calibrate this on a dead level surface. If the surface is one way or the other, I think there's going to be a bias for the drone to go in that direction. Let's put it into rate 3. See what the speed is like now. Yeah, a little bit better. This is backwards. There's a yaw rate. That's a bit better. I did briefly, very briefly test this in the garden, and I didn't think that I thought that the AVI footage coming from this SD memory card wasn't too bad at all. I like the lights at the bottom. That's good for orientation. I wouldn't have thought though, given this is a fairly cheap drone for what it is, that the range is not going to be much more than 150 meters. But it says it's still recording. Right, let's just go out in the field again, see if we can get it to go a little bit faster. There we go. That's better. Definitely modelled on the Avata, or the Avata 2 I should say. And it's meant to be a photographic drone. So, right, we now have flashing lights. So I've got a timer of 13 minutes. So that's not too bad, is it? Not too bad at all. There we go. Right, so it's had enough at 13 minutes and 32 seconds. We stopped the recording. So, all in all, that was the very first flight of the S156. I think it's by YLRC. I'll put the full description up in the video for you. But that is the very first flight. Yeah, not too bad. A little bit unimpressed with the forward motion straight out of the box, but I think that's probably due to the calibration on a bit of a less than stable table over there. But yeah, not bad at all. I think you'll find there's some fairly good images from the AVI files that come off here. Right, okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. fairly impromptu type video, I'm afraid. I've only got a little bit of light left. As you can see, the sun's going down quite a bit now. See you on the next video. Until then, stay safe. Bye for now.